Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mulligan's Island. I love saying that to you every Tuesday night. It's a beautiful day in Mexico. I'll admit it's a little bit warm, but that's okay. It beats being cold. There's an empty bar stool next to me, and there's a reason for that. We have a special guest joining us on tonight's show. He's returning. This is probably the third or fourth time he's been with us as a solo performer along with his band. He came with the 6.5 Mexicans band with me one time. His name's Bobby Soto, and he's just a wonderful guy, and he's a great fiddle player. And tonight's going to be kind of fun because we're going to do some of my songs, but we even have a couple of Buffett requests from last week. We ran out of time. We had so many requests. So a couple of those Bobby will join me on, and a couple of those I'll just throw in for you too. We're just going to wing it and have fun tonight and see what happens. We're glad you're here with us. You know the rules. Get over to that fridge right now. Pour yourself something fun to drink. It's going to make the show way, way better. We got some fun videos we're going to show you tonight too, and it's just going to be a great time. Let your friends know if you can. Send a message out to a friend. Say, turn off that news. Hop on Mulligan's Island, and let's have a good time for the next 90 minutes or so. Okay? We always kick things off with a theme song written by our friend Rudy B. And as you noticed last week, we have a nice addition to the song. The guy who guested on my show just a few weeks ago named John Patty, he added his steel pants to the song and it made it even better. And some of you guys show up in the song. Let's take it away with the theme song from Mulligan's Island by Rudy B. Okay.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. The life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mulligan's Island. My name is Mark Mulligan. It's so good to be with you tonight. And in just a moment, my friend Bobby Soto is going to crash the stage with his fiddle. But I will be his opening act for just 2 songs. The economy has got you down. Is it me? Or is that a frown? That upside down smile never looked good on you. Down in the tropics, out on the island, a crazy man says, I be smiling. These days, what else you gonna do? But listen to the crazy man singing this song for you. I got the sea and the shore outside my door. Slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island. The sun is shining and I be smiling today. Bad news is getting old. The weather's hot, but the world is cold. Ain't it time that we all had a little fun? Today's music is in the crapper. Techno pop and gangsta rappers. Those nasty old thugs ain't never gonna bring me down. With the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island. The sun is shining and I be smiling today. We got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island. The sun is shining and I be smiling today. Hey, I'm taking a poll. How many of you guys out there be smiling today? I can't be the only one. This little ditty don't make sense, but I don't care. Just want to dance. So take my hand, let's groove till the sun goes down. It's a crazy old world, but I think I'll stick around. With the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island. The sun is shining and I be smiling today. Everybody, we got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island. The sun is shining and I be smiling. Hey guys, I can't hear ya. We got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island. The sun is shining and I be smiling. One more time. The sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island. The sun is shining and I be smiling today. Good morning from the island. The sun is shining and I be smiling today. Mulligan's Island, the sun is shining and I be smiling today. You know who else be smiling today? My buddy Jason Cunningham up in Colorado watching the show. He loves requesting this song and I love singing it, and I hope you guys will join me on it. The old man drank a beer every now and then. One day we cracked a couple, just me and him. At 80 years old, all the stories he could tell ya about his far-flung friends from France to Venezuela. He said us with Fosters with Aussies and Guinness in an Irish pub, a Shiner Bock and looking back, and buddy, sure enough, it's all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. It's all the same beer, different can. Right, Jason? Our pal Tom Shepard played a tour overseas, singing for all our folks stationed in the Middle East, at the ambassador's home right there in Riyadh. He sang a special song he'd written about his dad. And when the show was over, he was loading up his van. This guy walked up to Tom and stuck out his hand. He said, that song about your father really meant a lot to me, 'cause I just lost mine. You described him perfectly. Now that man had on a white robe, he wore sandals on his feet, he had a gutra on his head, and man, it ain't that hard to see. We're all the same beer, different can, just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Now the old man said, I believe God's gonna get a good laugh when we learn all of us Buds and Millers and Land Sharks and Coronas and Tecate Lights and, yeah, guys, even Pabst are all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. The more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Tom Shepard for co-writing that one with me and for doing that one as a duet. Same beer, different can. All right. As we get Bobby prepared to get up here, I'd like to show you actually some of Bobby's work. You guys knew that Elsa celebrated her 40th birthday just a few weeks ago down in Alamos. And we got the band. You know, we used to be 6.5 Mexicans when we sing together, and there's different collaborations in the band. But the guy who's been in the band since the very start is actually Bobby Soto. And I want you to check out on this next song, that's a version of this song you've never heard before, but I want you to check out Bobby's fiddle playing when he's with the band.
Bobby Soto.
And here he is right now, the guy you just saw in that video. Everybody, it's Bobby Soto. Give him a nice welcome. Bobby, que gusto verte. Nice to see you. Thanks for being. I forgot to tell you this. Bobby doesn't speak English, so I will be the translator for all of us tonight. But actually, when Bobby drinks beer, he speaks English. He speaks more English than me after about 6 Tecates.
A little bit.
a little bit. Well, Bobby, welcome. Now, the funny thing is that Bobby has actually been the caretaker of my house. While we're down in Alamos, Bobby's been staying in our place, and I appreciate that. So it's nice to be here in Bobby's backyard doing the show right now. So let's start off with a song that kind of describes where we're sitting right now under these beautiful skies. Take it away, Bobby. Yeah. Sing along, guys. Up there, they're up to 38. Down here we're down to 75. While the weatherman in Cleveland says the rain ain't gonna end. And they're freezing up in Denver in the ice and snow and wind. I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. One glimpse of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. I told you he speaks English. Looking back, I guess I can't complain. The folks were nice and the job, it paid real well. But the truth is I don't get how people keep from going insane. Cooped up in their houses, seeking shelter from the rain. While I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. One glimpse of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Bundled up ain't how I'm meant to be. No way. Tank tops and flip-flops, that's more like me. I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. The sound of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Help us out, guys. I'm back under blue sky. We're all back under blue sky. Take us out of here, Bobby. Bobby Soto on the fiddle, everybody. Great job, Bobby. So last night I got into town, got up here from Alamos, took a bus up because I still don't have my car. Can you believe this? Our long national nightmare is not yet over, but there is a small chance my car will be delivered in the middle of the show. Yes, folks, welcome to the big time. My mechanic may be dropping off my car with a rebuilt transmission sometime in the next hour and a half. And if that happens, we're going to have a party here on Mulligan's Island. And I'm going to sing It's About Time. But anyway, I got in last night on the bus, and Bobby and I happened to have a few beers, and we broke out the guitars. There was a song last week that my friend John Sherwin, I don't know if John is watching right now. He's from Minnesota. He had some really good Buffett requests. And I thought, well, Bobby, is going to play my stuff tonight, but maybe we could get him on a couple of Buffett songs too. So this is one that I'm going to send out for John Sherwin and for Carol watching us back in Minnesota. And we learned this one just for you. This is a song that Jimmy Buffett did. And he had a guest on the song whose name was Glenn Frey. Listo. 2, 3, 4. Never done this song before. So long, boss, knock 'em dead, don't you worry about a thing. Wish that we could come along, we'd love to hear you sing. But the limos here, your bags are packed, the list is by the phone. Me and Snake will watch your place and treat it like our own. Look at all this liquor, look at all this food. It's only gonna go to waste, we're not really being rude. But the good stuff's in his closet, I swear he wouldn't mind. Hell, we'll just shoot the lock off. I do it all the time. We're gypsies in the palace, he's left us here alone. The order of the sleepless nights will now assume the throne. We ain't got no money, we ain't got no rights. We're gypsies in the palace, we're raising hell tonight. There's damsels in distress out there, and we got all this beer. We'll free them from their condos and bring them over here. We'll play them his gold records, we'll play his music loud. We'll party just like Bubba does, and we'll do the old man proud. We're gypsies in the palace, there ain't no wrong or right. Gypsies in the palace, we're raising hell tonight. He's the greatest guy to work for, man, he's really cool. Hey, Snake, this party's getting dull, throw someone in the pool. Hey, let's all take our clothes off and form a conga line. Watch out for that broken glass. Hey, Snake, we need more wine. We're gypsies in the palace, there ain't no wrong or right. We're gypsies in the palace, we're raising hell tonight. Bobby! How about this Bobby Soto on the fiddle, everybody? Hey there, boss, what's going on? Now you say you're coming when? I'll send Snake out to pick you up tomorrow night at 10. Everybody out of here, this place is closing down. We gotta find someone to clean this up, he's coming back to town. Hi there, boss, and welcome home. We raked and mowed your lawn. We couldn't find enough to do in the short time you were gone. Man, it sure is peaceful here, you really got it all. If you ever hit the road again, give me and Snake a call. We're gypsies in the palace, there ain't no wrong or right. Gypsies in the palace and raising hell to everybody. We're gypsies in the palace, there ain't no wrong or right. We're gypsies in the palace and raising hell tonight. Great job, Bobby. We just learned that one last night. And that one goes out for our buddy John Sherman watching us in Minnesota. It was a request from last week. Got a couple of other good Buffett requests from last week that we didn't have time for that we're going to sneak in. So anyway, for just a moment, let's head on back down to Alamos.
No doubt about it. It's been a crazy past week and a half for me. Been on a lot of buses, taxi cabs, crossed the border on foot, going to California to do shows up there. Came back to Wymus, did the Jimmy Buffett tribute show. That was so much fun. And after 2 buses today and several taxi rides, I just got back to Alamos and it feels good. Enjoying the peace and quiet out here on the edge of town in that park known as La Colorada. And I'll tell you, the last few days I've definitely been living the lyrics to one of my own songs, because without that car, I get to stretch my legs and get some exercise. The other day I got 28,000 steps in one day. I think that's a record for me. So anyway, it's good to be back in Alamos, and pretty soon, with any luck, I'm crossing my fingers, I think I'm gonna get that X-Trail back with a rebuilt transmission. I'll have my tour bus back. But for right now, I'm just enjoying the peace and quiet here in Alamos.
Dale and Dina, you just reminded me right now that the guy working on my car, I think his name might be Jose. I am screwed, folks. Anyway, well, Dale and Dina watching us in Cottonwood. Cottonwood, Arizona. They'd like to hear this next song, and these lyrics are really hitting home for this boy up here today. You've been sitting there since daybreak, staring at the clock. Jose told you mañana, now he still ain't showed up. I've heard that word a million times, and I used to get mad too. Every time they said mañana, I'd believe that it was true. That was before I ever knew. Mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Down here, it means not the day. Go ahead and pull your hair out, get mad and shake your fists. But all those lame excuses come down to this. Mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Down here, it means not today. Oh, this is hitting home. Thanks a lot, Dale and Dina. That's right. Last night, Jose had too much fun. It was nearly midnight when he said, take me home. I gotta work mañana. I can't tick off that gringo. Till I said, bartender, pour this man Mas Don Julio. Jose just grinned, cause we all know mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. No matter what Rosetta Stone may say, sure it drives you loco, but that's how it is. So before you go all postal, remember this, mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Everybody down here, it means not today. Someday I will get that car back. Now I'm a songwriter, telling tales is what I do. And this one's got potential to make a real good tune. If I grab a pen and paper, kill the TV and the phone, work all day, all night, mañana she'll be done. Wait a second. Is that Jose? And oh no, did I just hear him say, mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. I should have said, no way, Jose. Now we're back on these old bar stools. So much for that big hit. Cause on a crumpled up piece of paper, all I wrote was this, mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Down here, it means, let's do it now, mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Sorry guys, it means not today. Blame it on the culture, it's never gonna change. So you may as well stop frowning and just sing, mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Down here, it means not today. Not today. But tomorrow I will have my car back. I've been on that bus a lot lately, folks. I have been. I'm wearing out shoes. It's been since August the 20th, really. But okay. Anyway. Hey, so I think Sharon Twardowski is watching us, right? Sharon is and David are watching us from way north up in Canada. Sharon and David, they've also lived in my house before. They rented my house in San Carlos for many years. Wonderful people. I used to love going over to collect the rent from them because we always ended up drinking way too much rum. But anyway, Sharon, I think last week, I think it was you who asked me for the song, and I didn't know it. So I did my homework for you guys. I went out and pulled up some lyrics, and I'm going to give this song a shot. The first tour I ever saw Jimmy Buffett on was the Last Mango in Paris tour, and I believe that was 1983. I saw him at a little minor league baseball park in Phoenix. I think the tickets were $10. Can you believe it? And this song was on the album. This is the one they were promoting. And in all these years, I don't think I've ever played it, so this is a debut performance. Bobby tried it with me last night, After a few minutes, he gave up and said, "This one's all you." There are oceans of feelings between us, currents that take us and drive us away. That's why we seldom have seen us in the light of a cold, hard day. Lots of new friends with the same old answers. Open your eyes, you might see. If it takes all the future, we'd live through the past. If the phone doesn't ring, it's me. If the phone doesn't ring, you'll know that it's me. I'll be out in the eye of the storm. If the phone doesn't ring, you know that I'll be with someone can make me feel warm. It's too bad we can't turn and live in the past. If the phone doesn't ring, it's me, it's me, it's me. It's me, it's me. I've had good days and bad days and going half mad days. I try to let go, but you're still on my mind. I've lost all the old ways, I'm looking for a new place, putting it all on the line. Lots of new friends with the same old answers. Open your eyes, you might see. If our lives were that easy, we'd live in the past. If the phone doesn't ring, it's me. Help me out. If the phone doesn't ring, you'll know that it's me. I'll be out in the eye of the storm. If the phone doesn't ring, you know that I'll be where someone can make me feel warm. It's too bad we can't turn and live in the past. If the phone doesn't ring, it's me, it's me, it's me. It's me, it's me. It's me, it's me. It's me, it's me. If it takes all the future, we'll live in the past. If the phone doesn't ring, it's me. All right, debut performance of that song. Sharon, David, I think that was your request from last week, and I just wanted to make sure we got all the bases covered. Still have a couple of other ones last week we had no time for. If you have not seen that Buffett tribute we did last week, wow, that was fun. You guys threw the best request at me, and it's up on YouTube now. And it was great having a whole bunch of people watching for the first time, and I hope you're enjoying being back. So for right now, while we get Bobby up here, how about if we head on back down to Alamos now? Marty Soul and Jose are really enjoying it down there. And Marty Soul's made all kinds of new friends, and she's active, she's participating. And she just got a chance to march in the Independence Day parade down there, and she was so excited. Let's go march in the parade with Marty Soul.
Today we're celebrating Mexico's Independence Day, and we're going to celebrate it with a parade. ¡Viva Mexico!
Everybody, welcome back to the stage our friend Bobby Soto. All right, we're going to sing again about that sky because it's just so beautiful, that beautiful Sonoran sky. 1, 2. I got a buddy of mine who's living up in L.A. He's got a 2-story house and a Cadillac Escalade. He likes to call me up whenever he gets drunk, just to tell me how much he misses the Sonora sun. Sonora sun keeps shining on me till the day is done. He says I kicked myself for coming back. They got me running like a maniac. Gotta go before the wife hears me talking this way. Now she's laughing at me 'cause she doesn't quite understand how I made it this far in a rusty old broken down van. $50 doesn't go as far as it used to do. Where would I be if I hadn't run into you? Sonora sun keeps shining on me till the days are done. I've been halfway around the world, but blame my brown-eyed girl. Just one kiss had me setting that suitcase down. Tell us all about it, Bobby. Sonora sun, seems you're always on the tip of my tongue. Oh, you know it'd be a waste of my time to ever try to get you off of my mind. Sure love how you shine, Sonora sun. Keep shining on me till my days are done. Oh, you're more than just my alibi. You're my every reason why. They're shaking their heads and they're saying that boy's long gone. In the Sonora sun, in the Sonora sun, in the Sonora sun. My Sonora sun. Bobby Soto on the fiddle, everybody. Great job, Bobby. Well, we also had a request. Leslie and Brad, they are my friends up in Idaho, took such good care of Elsa and me up there at Pine Lake and in Boise. We had so much fun with them. Thank you, Leslie and Brad, for doing that. Hope to get back up there with you again and bring Rudy B and Beth along too to Idaho again next summer. But in the meantime, I know you would like to hear a George Strait song. Leslie is a big country fan. Bradley, I think you are too. And I love doing this song with Bobby, as a matter of fact. This is one that we would do with the whole band, with 6.5 Mexicans. And what's really fun about singing with these guys is taking some of these songs, and they would write Spanish verses for the song. So we do part of the song in English, part in Spanish. It was so fun looking out at that dance floor and seeing this combination of Americans out two-stepping, Americans and Canadians, but seeing Mexicans out there dancing too, because the styles are so similar, and that was neat. And this is one of the songs we would do back then. Any George Strait fans out there, you got to sing along on this next one. You ready? Puro cámara. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I know this one. You do too. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I got on. When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife and my girlfriend somewhere along the way. And I'll be looking for it when they pull that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Bobby Soto, what a great job on that George Strait song. Love it. Of course, down here we call him Jorge Derecho. All right. Well, Bobby's going to sit down and he's going to enjoy a drink. And I'm going to keep taking some requests. We're going to get Bobby back up here. Yeah, si quieres volver como dos canciones. He's going to get back up in just a few minutes. We got more requests coming in. I want to thank Steve and Pat. They are my studio audience. See, in San Carlos this time of year, with the heat, everybody clears out of here. And the only two left are Steve and Pat. And so they are 100% of San Carlos is here with us tonight. I hate to say this, but it's a very good night to commit a crime in San Carlos. So what do we got on the request line there? Yeah, Tim, I'm gonna have that's off Things I Love, so that one I'm gonna have to work on because I haven't played that song since my hair was brown. Karen, I'd be happy to play that for you. Karen, it's great to have you with us. I know you're off in Florida these days. Karen's a longtime friend of mine, and she used to be such a big help at my shows when I go to places like San Diego. Karen, I hope you're really enjoying Florida these days. So many of my friends are moving there. All right. Sunsets. All right. Well, Anais is going to work her magic on this song, Karen, to make it extra special for you. ¿Sí tienes? I was sitting on my front porch swing, watching the sun go down, thinking that there's still some things left to do while it was still around. Then the colors took me by surprise. I was suddenly so hypnotized. I let the worries of life pass me by. It was then and there that I realized that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. I was watching Mama getting gray, and my daddy's strength began to fade. That's when I began to pray, Lord, please don't take them away, 'cause I still got so much left to learn. And I love my mom and daddy so, but this old world continues to turn. Mama said, son, I thought by now you'd know that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. Now I'm sitting on my front porch swing. I'm watching the sun go down. I'm thinking that there's still some things left to do while I'm still around. Then my life passes before my eyes, and I'm suddenly so hypnotized, as if the colors of those painted skies, 'cause I hear a voice from the other side singing, sunsets can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. Help me out on this, guys. Sunsets can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. Karen Saylor, thank you for the request on that one. I know you're thinking of Randy on that one. I hope you're doing okay. And, hey, I want to thank you guys. What beautiful sunset pictures you sent in. If you have some cool pictures of Mexico, Rocky Point, Kino Bay, Baja, San Carlos, whatever, hey, send them. If you'd like them to be included in this show, we'd love to put them on. Of course, if you have a picture of yourself you'd like included, too, we can put you in the theme song, right? If you're a frequent viewer of the show and you want to get it on the action. But just don't expect a huge royalty check from Mulligan's Island. There's a reason I fled the United States of America, folks. Okay? And back when I fled in a car. It's getting a lot tougher to flee these days. All right, so Patty and Steve are raising their hands over there, and they got some more requests coming in from you guys. What do we got? Yeah? Okay. Oh, yeah. Good request coming in. Hey, Tony Laverty and Mary Jo, Bobby's never played that song, but when I get him back up here, I think he can do that song with me. It's a request, and I'm going to challenge him on that one. Good request on that, Mary Jo and Tony watching us. I believe you guys are watching us from Texas. But we got a couple of requests. What was the second song you told me? Mike Reiner, Mike and Kylie, good folks. Just saw them in San Diego. They're Phoenix friends. I'll see them at my September 30th show that we're doing there with Rudy B. ¿Tienes el rollo de Marisol? Sí. Okay. Well, very good. Anais going to work her magic on this one, too. You just saw Marisol a little while ago. She's really, really enjoying life down in Alamos. You know, her school only has 7 kids in her class. To get to school, I walk her to school in the morning. The dog comes with us. We walk her right down a dirt road, about 3-minute walk. Other day we couldn't find our dog, just so you know. Well, our dog's not allowed in the house. I know some of you would hate me for that, but this is an outdoor dog. She's got plenty of room to run outside. But our dog discovered something. She discovered that in Marisol's classroom there's air conditioning. So the other day we couldn't find the dog. Well, there was the dog in Marisol's class enjoying the air conditioning. Then, of course, when we go to get her out, our dog has this nasty habit. She has abandonment issues. We adopted her off the street, and so when you scold her, or she knows she's done something wrong, she chases her tail, and she's like a tornado. And she'll whip around like 50 times, snarling and attacking herself. And this was all going on in the middle of Mighty Soul's classroom. So welcome to my family, folks. This song goes out for Mike and Kylie, and they're big supporters of my music and most of all of my family. This is a song called Mighty Soul. It's off the White Sand, Warm Sun, and Salty H2O CD. Thanks for the request, Michael. Can't wait to see you guys in Phoenix, September 30th. Mar means ocean. Soul means sun. Just in case you're wondering where her name came from. I never thought anything in life could ever be as beautiful as sea and sun together. At least until the day she came along. Let's do it, guys. Now, oh, whoa, 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 I love my little mighty soul. Smile lights up my world. Oh, whoa, 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 I love my little mighty soul. Oh, whoa, 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 she's just her daddy's girl. Sure, I love my sons, and roughhousing's fun. But there are things that only daughters do, right, Steve? Now that pink dress and those little shoes are matching. I can't believe she's already into fashion. She's gonna break a heart or two. Now, oh, whoa, 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 I love my little mighty soul. Ribbons and her curls. Oh, whoa, 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 I love my little mighty soul. Oh, whoa, 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 she's just her daddy's girl. She's growing up too fast, and each day she's prettier than the one before. I don't want to think about the day some kid comes knocking on my door, singing, oh, whoa, 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 I love your daughter, mighty soul. Oh, whoa, 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 more than anything in this world. Oh, whoa, 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 he'll be in love with mighty soul. But oh, whoa, 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 she'll still be daddy's girl. She'll always be her daddy's girl. Oh, whoa, 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 I love my little mighty soul. Thank you, Michael and Kylie. I say we get Bobby Soto back up here now. Bobby and I have never played this next song together, but Mary Jo and Tony are watching us. I got a chance to see those guys when I was up in Colorado at the Party with a Purpose event in Arvada, Colorado. Really fun seeing you guys, Tony and Mary Jo. And thank you for hopping on Tuesday nights like you do. I really appreciate it. Es una canción que se llama Silver Wings, pero es muy, muy fácil. Me acompañas con cualquier cosa. ¿Está bien? All right, Bobby and I just learned the song right now. Of course, this song originally was a Merle Haggard song, big Merle Haggard song. But this is actually a song that Jimmy Buffett remade. It's not one that I would have expected Jimmy Buffett to remake, but he did. He did a really cool version of it. So we'll just kind of do our own version of this one, the Making It Up As We Go version with Bobby Soto. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride. But she locked me out of her mind and left me standing here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight. Rolling engine headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away. They're leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. How about this Bobby Soto guy in the fiddle? Everybody? Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride. But she locked me out of her mind and left me standing here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight. Rolling engine headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away and leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Wow, that was beautiful. Nice job by Bobby. We've never played that one together. That's what I love about music, just spontaneous moments, unplanned. I don't know about you, but I love it when it's not scripted and things just happen. It could be a debacle or it could turn out to be a bacle instead of a debacle. Is that a word? It should be. We just invented it. So, Pat and Steve, what do we have on the request line? Yeah. Okay, Sharon, I'm going to do that one in just a moment. Okay. Okay. You got it. Good request coming. Okay. Okay. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to get to a couple of those requests there. Appreciate all you guys watching. I'm going to do another one that Bobby and I can do together. Uno de los míos. ¿Qué piensas de podemos hacer White Sand, Warm Sun? I think we got this one. Eso va a ser de Roitos. ¿Está bien? Oh, hold on. I gotta make sure. All right, I have to relearn the song myself. All right, so we're going to hit you guys up with something we are all addicted to, and I think you know what I'm talking about. Not just this stuff back here, but that stuff known as white sand, warm sun, and what? Salty H2O. Ready? Okay. Let's do it, Bobby. Got a constant craving, can't fight the urge. Try to kick the habit, but it keeps on getting worse. I've given up on rehab, it's far too late. This lifelong addiction is impossible to break. Give me some white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. You know what, Bobby? This intervention's useless. It's out of my control. 12 steps from the ocean, Who needs 12 more? When you got white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! Now it goes back to my childhood, that very first trip. Watching the waves roll in mesmerized this kid. By the time they dragged me up the beach and shoved me in the car, I knew no matter where I'd go, I'd never get too far. From white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Now there's a sea outside my window, there's a beach outside my door. Those three things still turn me on, just like long ago. What are they, Bobby? White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! So keep your change of seasons, the winter and the cold. Send me a postcard with pictures of the snow. I'll look at it and shiver and just shake my head as I'm putting on my flip-flops and stepping out instead into the white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Take all your sweaters and set them on fire. Slap on some sunscreen, put on some Kelly McGuire. Then turn around and run right to the place you ought to be. Get your butt into some beach chair down here with me. In white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Living by the sea, so good for the soul. I pinch myself and wonder who could ask for more than white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. There's no cure for this addiction. Every day I overdose on white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Bobby! Here we go. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. All right. Well, thank you, Bobby. Si quieres volver como dos canciones, está bien. Sí. Muy bien. All right. Well, we got some more good requests coming up right here. How about Bobby Soto? Is he doing a great job, everybody? All right. Very cool. So we got some requests coming up here. Pat, give me. Oh, I know. Maggie Murray wanted to hear one. I know Sharon Twardowski had one out there, too. I'm going to try to get both these in here, along with some other ones that are on that list, too. But first, I want to say salud, everybody. Sure means a lot to me that you join me on Tuesday nights. I love being part of this little party we have every Tuesday. For those of you who are new to it, what a neat group of people that get together every Tuesday. We get together even though we're far apart. I love that you can all banter with each other. Sometimes I'm just the sideshow while you guys are just talking about the craziest things. So salud to all of you, and thanks for making this possible. We are in our 4th season. Can you believe it? Wow. That's all thanks to you guys. Thanks for your tips. Thanks for sharing the show with other people. I can't believe we're still going on this thing. All right. So Maggie Murray is a dear friend of mine. She hosts me and Kelly McGuire, who I just mentioned in the song, up in Reno every single year. Comes down on my trips to Alamos with me. She's a big part of the San Carlos community. Last week, she heard a song during the Buffett tribute. She heard a song during the Buffett tribute that she really liked a lot. And Maggie and I have very similar tastes. This is a Jimmy Buffett song that was not really a well-known song of his, but I always related to the lyrics a lot, even though it's kind of a sad song. I just think it's a beautiful one. And Maggie, I'm glad you like this one. I practiced it last week just thinking maybe there's a small chance that somebody would request it, and And anyway, Gordy Bryan requested it up, and Gordy and Karen requested it from up in Washington, and Maggie really loved it. So this time I'm going to play it for Maggie, and Gordy and Karen, if you guys are watching tonight, send this one out for you too. Island, I see you in the distance. I feel that your existence is not unlike my own. Island, I see you in the moonlight. Silhouettes of ships in the night just make me want that much more. It's the need for love, heart and soul accompaniment that seems to make me different from you. Well, I tried to book passage, but you have no port. And I tried to sail in, but your wind and water tore my sails and broke my oars. Island, I see you in the moonlight. Silhouettes of ships in the night just make me want that much more. Island, I see you in all of my dreams. Maybe one day I'll have the means to reach your distant shore. When the need for love, heart and soul accompaniment no longer makes me different from you. Well, I tried to book passage, but you have no port. And I tried to fly in on wings of silver, but I always hit the ground. It's the need for love, heart and soul accompaniment that seems to make me different from you. Well, I tried to book passage, but you have no port. And I tried to sail in, but your wind and water tore my sails and broke my oars. Island, I see you in the distance. I feel that your existence is not unlike my own. Island, I see you in the moonlight. Silhouettes of ships in the night just make me want that much more. Going out for Maggie Murray, and if Gordy and Karen are watching, going out for them too. Man, it's what I love about these shows lately. Just the requests coming in from you guys have been really, really great. You've raised the bar. You're really challenging me lately, and I love that. I love that. There's no hitting cruise control on a Tuesday night on Mulligan's Island, thanks to you guys. All right. So, Sharon Twardowski and David, the folks who I love collecting the rent from, back when they lived there, the ones who are probably right now sipping a good, strong rum and Coke, if I know them. They would like to hear this next song. I don't know if Bobby is out there and feels like jumping up here. He can't. Si quieres meter, puedes, pero como tú quieras. It's Mexican Jail de Lupitas. Yo creo que puedes. Es muy fácil. I have confidence in Bobby. The question is, do you have confidence in Bobby? Do you? Because if you do, apparently you do, because look, here he comes. It's Bobby Soto. Well, the guy who wrote this song was a trop rock legend. His name was Jim Morris, and I'm really, really glad that we were able to record this one on the latest CD, Lupita's Taco Stand. Now, in case you're thinking of coming down here and misbehaving, through the bars on the window, I saw the light of the moon. I heard Mexican singers singing Mexican tunes. Dogs barked in Spanish, a strange serenade. I don't know the language or the sounds that they made. South of the border, they say look but don't touch, but they serve me tequila, oh no, and they serve me too much. I thought she was pretty, que bonita, and her love was for sale. I spent my vacation in a Mexican jail. Her padre was the sheriff, her uncle the judge, her brother the lawyer who carried a grudge. They chattered in Spanish, a deal was soon made, a first-class excursion to the local stockade. Everybody! South of the border, they say look but don't touch, but they serve me tequila, oh no, and they serve me too much. I thought she was pretty, que guapa, and her love was for sale. I spent my vacation in a Mexican jail. Tell us all about it, Bobby Soto. South of the border, they say look but don't touch, but they serve me Captain Morgan and Diet Coke with no lime, and they serve me too much. I tried to persuade them, but my arguments failed. Now I'm bunking with Carlos in a Mexican jail. Why? I ask myself why. Sing a Mexican song with no ay, ay, ay. Come on, Bobby, let's do this now. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Help us out, everybody, come on. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Going out for Sheridan David, written by Jim Morris. All right, we got some more requests over there. I love it, guys. ¿Cómo estamos con la hora? Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. Okay, keep it coming. Okay. Okay. Well, lots and lots of requests. All right, I'm going to get to as many of these as I can. So I'll tell you what, I'll let Bobby set this one out and do a couple of requests here. Bobby, voy a hacer una canción y después te invito aquí arriba. ¿Está bien? All right, how about a big hand for Bobby Soto? He's just doing a great job tonight. It's really fun having him. You know what's also really fun? I love getting returning artists like this. Some of these guys have been favorites, and we try to get them back. Plus, we've got new ones. Guess who we got coming up? We just talked to him. He's going to be joining us in a couple of weeks. He's a young kid who's one of the new faces of trop rock. He's 29 years old and just does a fun trop rock show. His name is Michael Charles. He's going to be on with us in just a couple of weeks. And just so you know, also, Tom Copeland, I know you're watching us tonight. I want to thank you because you sent out a Facebook post today that reminded me of something. You guys all know, of course, I'm a huge Jimmy Buffett fan, but you also know that before I was anything, I was a Jim Croce fan. And Tom Copeland sent out a Facebook post. Tom, I can't believe I forgot this. And you reminded me, today is the 50th anniversary of Jim Croce's death. 50 years. Can you believe it? It seems like it was yesterday. So, this is probably a night I should have done a Jim Croce tribute, but I'll tell you what, I made an executive decision, Tom, after seeing your Facebook post. Really well done post, by the way. I think next week I'm going to make it a Jim Croce tribute. And I've done a couple of these. I think I've done it twice now, and it really has been fun in person. Never done it on the online show. And I'd like to, next week, share with you some of Croce's biggest songs, of course, but some of the ones maybe you haven't heard, and also the stories behind the songs. So that'll be a fun thing next week. If you're a Jim Croce fan or you know a Jim Croce fan, make sure you set a reminder for next week, because that's going to be a totally different show. And I really think if you're a Croce fan, you got to be here for this one. The show gives me chills doing it. Seriously, I love doing that thing. So next Tuesday, Jim Croce tribute. I also want to thank Charlie and Claudia LeClaire. They are watching us from Virginia. Just spoke with Charlie a couple days ago. They're doing great in Virginia. Claudia is always requests really good songs. I appreciate it. She's into the lyrics on songs a whole lot. And this is one of the tunes she likes a lot. It's a seldom requested song, but I always appreciate when it's requested. It's called The Coast of Nowhere, and it's a song that I only play, a few times a year, but I hope you like this one. No sé si tienes un rollo de esa canción, The Coast of Nowhere. Yo antes sí tenías. No tienes. No te preocupes. Yo creo que hay pura cámaras. All right. Claudia, going out for you. The sun's coming up and the dogs are barking outside. She says this one's for luck, and she kisses him goodbye. He looks about 50, but he's only 35. Fishing ain't easy, but it's all that keeps him alive. But he can't quit now, he's got mouths to feed. So he aims that panga out to sea and heads out on one more run off the coast of nowhere. Now Spanish explorers and ghosts from long ago still haunt these Cortez waters, still roam these tranquil shores. And the voice of the Seri whispers on the wind, telling tales in a language nobody understands. How before the days of you and me, magnificent creatures ruled these seas, all through the centuries off the coast of nowhere. Marlins and mantas, dolphins and whales would put on a show for the men who set sail, conquistadors of a world untouched by time. Magnificent secrets were better left untold by dreamers and vagabond drifters and castaway souls. Pirates and thieves in search of pink gold on Mexican shrimpers all rusty and old are leaving one big empty wake behind. From Cabo to Quino, Penasco to Mulligan, seems all that they leave us are memories of yesterday. Now the sun's going down and the day is almost done. He takes one last look behind him, sees a silhouette of Tiburon, just like his father father a generation before looks out on the water and he wonders how many decades more till that last vaquita disappears and there's not much left of the sea turtle here. That day is getting near off the coast of nowhere. What's he gonna tell his son when the nets are empty and the fish are all gone? They say it won't be long. Charlie and Claudia, that one goes out for you. Thank you for the request on that one. I sure do appreciate it. All right, so we got some more requests there. Pat, I have such a short memory here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know, Jamie Sheridan, I want to thank you for watching. I love that song, Bama Breeze. That's one of the ones I got to learn that. Hold on. At the Bama Breeze, you can have some fun down there. Down there. I don't know. I'm going to learn that song for you, Jamie. Seriously, because it's one of my favorite Buffett tunes, and I can't believe I don't know that one among the 200 songs of his I do know. All right. Any other ones there? Well, I'll tell you what. I'd like to do something. This is going to be really bizarre because I'm going to get Bobby Soto back up to join me. We got some more requests coming up. ¿Tienes la película, no? Okay, guys, this is really, really cool. How many of you were watching about 3 weeks ago, I believe it was, when we had John Patty on? John Patty is a steel pan player, and the guy is incredibly talented. In fact, if you listen to my song that I cover of Sonny Jim's called Sky, Sand, Water, Moon, that's John Patty rocking on the steel pans. The guy is just amazing. He's up for, and he's everything. He's good looking, he's young, and he's just an amazing musician. In fact, the TRMA, Trop Rock Music Association Awards are coming up, and John's been nominated. And we other musicians, there's a whole lot of other musicians out there who are a little worried about John on this one because he's kicking our butt in so many categories. So a few of them have gotten together, and I just want you to see a little movie that's going to be coming up very soon. Anais, how about we show these folks the John Patty hit?
Yeah, I heard you were nominated again for Musician of the Year.
Yeah.
It's been like how many years in a row? You'll win again, I'm pretty sure.
Thanks, man. I don't know. It's really tight competition this year. Like, I mean, Johnny Do, he's crazy enough as it is. Got Mark Morales. You got Brad Brewer. Great competition. I'm not sure. I'm a little worried, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Could be surprised this year. It could be a little different. Hey, I'm gonna go back inside. Are you gonna be right there for a little bit? Yeah, right there.
That was weird.
Go.
Let's go.
Hello?
Is it done?
It's done.
Are you going to take care of the others too? Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this movie is going to blow Sound of Freedom away. Okay? The John Patty hit. I love it, folks. Great job by Johnny Dew and also Donnie Brewer and John Patty on that video. Give it up for those guys. I love it. Hey, welcome back to stage, Bobby Soto. Now, Bobby has never played this next song with me, but we decided that Norma, who's watching this show tonight, she is VIP. She's with us all the time. So while you guys were watching that little promo for the movie, Bobby and I are trying to figure out this song. Norma, this one goes out for you. And I know this time of year, as things are getting a little chilly where you are in the Midwest, songs like this can lift your spirits a little bit. Red, red wine, sitting here in this cubicle, 6 o'clock and I'm stuck here still. My screensaver's got me staring at the Caribbean. Reggae tune running through my head, wishing I was there instead. Somewhere in the sand, you and me singing. A little red, red wine and a lot of one love. Bob Marley and a couple beach chairs, some UB40 and I'll be there with some red, red wine and a lot of one love, one love, one love, one love, one love. Someday, girl, we're out of here. Game plan gonna disappear. Now once we're gone, we're never coming back again. It's gonna be blue water and 4 bare feet, hot sun and frozen drinks, beach bar swings, swaying to a steel band drum. A little red, red wine and a lot of one love. Bob Marley and a couple beach chairs, some UB40 and I'll be there with some red, red wine and a lot of one love, one love, one love, one love, one love. Bobby Soto. Mama, things got you losing your mind. I'm an eternity from being retired, but just 1 minute, I'm heading on home to you with some red, red wine and a lot of one love. Bob Marley and a couple beach chairs and some UB40 and I'll be there with some red, red wine. Everybody, red, red wine and a lot of one love. Jimmy Cliff and a couple beach chairs, a little buffet and I'll be there with some red, red wine. Red, red wine, red, red wine, and a lot of one love, red love, one love, one love. Let's get together and feel alright. Voy a hacer una y después yo creo que much too young. ¿Está bien? All right. I'm going to do a song for Lindsay Dickinson. Now, Lindsay's watching us from Utah, and her husband Dave is watching us from Green Valley tonight. And then when I get Bobby back up here, we got time for just a couple more songs. So I'd like to do a song that, especially if you're a country music fan, and even if you're not, you probably know this big Garth Brooks song that we're going to sing, and it may not be the one you're thinking of. But it's really cool. I love doing it with Bobby. Hope everyone's enjoying having Bobby Soto on the show tonight. I certainly am. All right. I'm going to do this one for Lindsay. Lindsay and Dave, this is kind of their... I got to remember the first line of this. Got it. Haven't played this song, Lindsay and Dave, in a long time. So this one goes out for you. And I know you can't dance tonight because you're in 2 different states. But I know that when you get to San Carlos, this is always the song that gets you guys out on the dance floor when you first come back, and I always appreciate that. Eso puedes hacer, rollo, si quieres. Cortez Waters. Sonora sun shine down on me. never knew how much I need a moment like this. A moment like this. When my world came crashing in, I heard a voice off in the wind saying, come back home. Boy, you're not alone. So let your tides come rolling in. Splash some of that salt there on my skin, 'cause I'm home again. Wash me away in waves of Cortez water. Feel the ocean spray as the wind's coming off my sail. Each time I stray, the feeling hits me harder. How I could leave, but I've learned why even bother. I just come back to these Cortez waters. I feel your sand beneath my feet. Why do my footprints always lead right back to you? Right back to you. Guess when it's all said and done, you're the place that I belong, and it sure feels nice. Don't need to think twice about coming back. So many lessons that I've learned. Come on now, didn't you know that I'd return? Now I've returned to stay. Wash me away in waves of Cortez water. Feel the ocean spray as the wind's falling off my sail. Each time I stray, the feeling hits me harder. How I could leave, but I've learned why even bother. I just come back to these Cortez waters. So blame the force of gravity, or maybe there's something wrong with me. A restless feeling running through my soul that led me back to this shore. So wash me away in waves of Cortez water. Feel the ocean spray as the wind's filling up my sail. What can I say? My words cannot describe it. How I could leave, but I've learned why even bother. I just come back to these Cortez waters. Let's do this now. Wash me away back to these Cortez waters. Again now. Wash me away back to these Cortez waters. One more time. Wash me away. We're back in these Cortez waters. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Dave, for making that song your song. Hey, let's get Bobby Soto back up here because there's a song that I really would love to do with him. Bobby, ya listo? I played a song before called Sonora Sun. When I went to Nashville to record that song, I told my producer, you know, I'm looking for a feel similar to the song that we're about to play for you right now. And it's just amazing how God works. It really is. Because he told me, my producer goes, you know the funny thing? He says, the guitar player we had scheduled to play with you today couldn't make it, and your session guitar player today is going to be the guy who did that part for the Garth Brooks song. He's the guy playing, of all, what are the odds of that? Seriously. So he ended up playing on Sonora Sun along with several other songs. What a strange thing that happened. That was on the Back to Laid Back album. And it's so the song that I was referring to is this one right here. And Bobby and I really love doing this one. Much too young? All right. Welcome back to the stage, everybody. Bobby Soto. Oh, yeah. This old highway's getting longer. Seems there ain't no end in sight. Sleep would be best, but I just can't afford the rest. Got a ride in Denver tomorrow night. Called the house, but no one answers. For the last 2 weeks, no one's been home. I guess she's through with me. To tell the truth, I just can't see what's kept the woman holding on this long. Here we go. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold, and I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All my cards are on the table with no ace left in the hole, and I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Bobby! Competition's getting younger, tougher broncs, you know I can't recall. A worn out tape of Chris Ledoux, lonely women and bad booze seem to be the only friends I've left at all. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold, and I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All my cards are on the table with no ace left in the hole, and I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Lord, I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Beautiful, Bobby. Wow. Great job on that one. How much is Too Much Wishing? All right. Can you say Too Much Wishing? All right. Well, I mentioned a moment ago the album called Back to Laid Back. This is a song that was off that album, and I love doing this one with Bobby, too. The classifieds are spread across your coffee table with a circle drawn around some ad says boat for sale. She's a fisherman's dream and all you've ever talked about. But you take a swig, shake your head, and cross it out. Too much wishing and not enough fishing. Too many days saying maybe someday while the clock keeps ticking. You gotta say it now every now and then, or you'll wind up like my friend, doing too much wishing and not enough fishing. Bobby! On Dock B, that little boat sits in a slick. Sign's been up for a week or so, but no bites yet. Yeah, she needs a little work, but at this price, what a steal. Till your wife says, honey, wait for a better deal. Back to too much wishing and not enough fishing. Too many days saying maybe someday while the clock keeps ticking. You gotta say it now every now and then, or you'll wind up like my friend, doing too much wishing and not enough fishing. Now ever since the day we met, you've been talking about that big dream. Now all these years have come and gone, and still the same routine. Always not now, later on. If I could, man, I would. The excuses never end. Till that sign says sold and your story's getting old. 'cause there you go again, still wishing. Not enough nows, too many thens, too many whys and not enough whens, and too much wishing and not enough fishing. So cast your line, reel one in, or your story just might end with too much wishing and not enough fishing. Too much wishing and not enough fishing. How about this guy? Great job, Bobby. Great job. So you guys know that I'm living about almost 4 hours down the road in Alamos. A bunch of you guys are coming with me from San Carlos. Some of you going from the States to in like California, Arizona, down to San Carlos and spending a couple days here, then getting on my charter bus and going down November 28th to December 1st. Joining myself and Mike Nash. I can't wait for that one. November 28th to December 1st, we're going to be going to Hacienda de los Santos, which gets mentioned in this next song I'm about to sing. Also going December 5th through December 8th. The trip sold out a long time ago, but I added capacity. We ended up working a deal with a bus company, and the resort still has, I think, 2 or 3 rooms on each trip. So if you want to go to Alamos with us, seriously, it is the trip of a lifetime. November 28th and December 5th, 3-night trips, departing from San Carlos. Shoot me an email. I can fill you in on details and how we can make it happen no matter where you live, okay? I thought maybe Bobby and I could take you down to Alamos right now on this next song. I mentioned Hacienda de los Santos. Well, in this song, I introduce you to a couple. Their name are Jamie and Ramon, and they are part of the family that own the beautiful Hacienda de los Santos. Just great, great people. You'll meet them when you're down there. They have an awesome love story that they'll share with you once you meet them down there. But for right now, I hope you enjoy this next song. It is off the Lupita's Taco Stand album. Recorded this one with a full mariachi band, and it really came out cool. And I'm glad to have Bobby joining me on this one tonight. A song called Alamos. 2, 3. Stealing a kiss in the Callejon del Beso. An old man tips his hat to me and you, while a Plaza Cathedral casts shadows from her steeple. On the air, the scent of sweet perfume. Adobe walls and cobblestone paint pictures of the past. In this ever-changing world, nothing ever could outlast Alamos. Take me back to way back when, to centuries and days long ago. Another time, life's left behind, may still wake up when that rooster crows in Alamos. Hacienda de los Santos, Ramon plays his guitar, and the words he sings steal Jamie's heart. Fate just couldn't deny it. The night their souls collided, it was over right from the start. Neither could predict it, it was simply meant to be. Is it just Ramon and Jamie, or could that be you and me in Alamos? There's something magic in your skies, and suddenly it's out of my control. Your beauty, your romance tempt me to take the chance without a clue as to where this all goes. Alamos. slips into mine, our fingers intertwine. Not a soul left on these streets, just me and you. As the moon comes out to play, stars flicker and sway and fall just like lovers do. Alamos, si esta noche estoy soñando, te lo pido, no me dejes despertar. Tal vez en otro día, quizás en otra vida, nos hayamos enamorado los dos en Alamos. How the story ends, who knows? Alamos. Beautiful job, Bobby Soto. Incredible. Love to get you guys down to Alamos. Hey, one quick thing. We're also doing, Elsa and I are going to offer these little mini trips. If there's like 3 couples that want to come from San Carlos or from the States or whatever, we're going to do this really personalized thing where you can stay at Hacienda de los Santos, but we take you around and we show you on our own in our van parts of town. We even bring you over to our house. We cook you dinner. We give you a private show there and just do all kinds of fun stuff. We have pina coladas with you at sunset up from the lookout point. If there's 3 couples that want to do this thing, a little mini kind of gourmet trip like that, shoot me an email. Let me know what time of the year you'd like to do something like that, and we will make it happen because this is the year. If you've ever wanted to go to Alamos, take advantage of the fact that Elsa and the kids and I are there. This is when we can make it happen. You don't want to miss out on going to a place like this. It's unique. It's a one-of-a-kind place. You will love it. Ask anybody who's gone with me, and they will vouch for it. All right, so I think we're just going to do maybe 2 more songs here, and then we'll get out of your hair. Bobby, ¿qué piensas si hacemos guacamole? ¿Está bien? Y después cerramos con Sky Sand. ¿Está bien? Sky Sand Watermelon. ¿Está bien? Es muy fácil.
Okay.
Tú has hecho conmigo. All right. So Mark and Debbie Harmon provided me with this, the avocado here at the bar. Only at Mulligan's Bar do you find these kind of things. But, you know, with that thing sitting right here, I got to do this next song. This is off the Lupita's Taco Stand album. And we need you on this next song. Are you ready, folks, for some guacamole? I said, are you ready for some guacamole? Okay, Bobby, let's do it. 2, 3. I met her at the mercado. She was buying avocados, and man, she really turned me on. She reached for my pepper, and I grabbed her tomato. I knew it wouldn't take very long. She walked up to la mesa. She picked up some cerveza, so I picked up some onions and limon. And the way she looked at me, man, I could clearly see that it wouldn't take very long. Guacamole! Guacamole! We'd be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole! Guacamole! We'd be making guacamole all night long. Bobby Soto! How do you see you guys want to join me up here? Want to get on my microphone? I think that Bobby Soto wants some guacamole. She walked up to the line. I fell in right behind. And man, she sure looked good to me. Que bonita. She reached for her money. I said, wait a minute, honey. I believe this one is on me. We got in my pickup. We started to back up. We headed on down the road. We went into her casa. We ate tortillas de masa. And we made guacamole all night long. Guacamole. Guacamole. We'd be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole. Guacamole. We'd be making guacamole all night long. Bobby Soto. Patty and Steve, I think we need you guys up here on my microphone. Come on. Come and help me out. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire studio audience is going to join me behind the bar. All of San Carlos. Here we go. Guacamole. Guacamole. We be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole. Guacamole. We be making guacamole all night. Just you guys. Guacamole. Guacamole. Haciendo guacamole toda la noche. Guacamole. Guacamole. We were making guacamole all night long. Thank you, Patty and Steve. All right. These are the two who've been helping out, by the way, taking all your requests. Give them, everybody, a big round of applause at home. Patty and Steve have been such a big help the last 2 weeks. We're going to do one last song. I want to thank Bobby Soto for being a part of tonight. Give a big round of applause, everybody. What a great guy. We'll get him back here on the show again one day soon. But for right now, we'd like to close out the show doing a song that Sonny Jim wrote and that guy John Patty, who you just saw from the John Patty hit. Well, he played steel pans on this song, and we need you to get off your butts, get off that couch, and work off those nachos you've been eating during this show. Let's play a little Sky, Sand, Water, Moon. The sand is cool beneath my feet. Gone is the summer's daytime heat. My footsteps crunch along this beach and drift into eternity. A million diamonds light the night, a million candles shining bright. In inky blackness how they shine, as they will do throughout all time. You know this part. Sky, sand, water, moon. Don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Across the ocean ripples flow, pushed by the tides and the winds that blow. Into these gentle waves they roll, their journey's secret whispered low. The soft caress of night's embrace shines on the beach tonight and somewhere on your face. I take great comfort in this truth. That same moon watches over you. Everybody, let's do it now. Sky, sand, water, moon. Don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Here we go now. Every little bit, every atom of my being begins to stir, and it starts in the singing. Intoxicated, elated by this night's rich perfume. Every little bit gets me feeling, gets me thinking that each moment is ours, just for the taking, to treasure forever, shining like some gold in the bloom. Sky, sand, water, moon. Don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Bobby Soto, give us one last solo here. He's been rocking all night, folks. Bobby Soto. To stir, and it starts in the singing. Intoxicated, elated by this night's rich perfume. Gets me feeling, gets me thinking that each moment is ours, just for the taking, to treasure forever, shining like some gold in the blue. Sky, sand, water, moon. Don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. One more time. Sky, sand, water, moon. Don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. What a fun night with special guest Bobby Soto, everybody. We will see you next week when we do a Jim Croce tribute. Thank you so much for your tips and for joining us tonight on Mulligan's Island. Thank you, Rudy B, for helping to make this happen. And thank you, Bobby Soto. Thank you, Pablo Nanaistu. Thank you very much.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. The life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. I'll be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.